What's up, dudes? Welcome back to the Nerdament podcast. My name is Hayden. I am here as per usual with
Aaron
and
Victoria.
And we're here to do what we normally do, which is just hang out for about 45 minutes to an hour.
Forget.
Kind of talk about Star Wars. And yeah, like she said, drink. So.
Forget
what?
Aaron, why are we here?
For those of y'all that are new, me and Hayden created a 128 seed tournament, taking characters from Star Wars, Jedi, Sith, others. We put them in a big matching bracket, ranked them from 1 to 128, put them on a bracket, and now we're going through them one by one. Me and Hayden present characters and maybe make an argument at this point. Maybe just throw in the towel. And Victoria...
It's the first round, so who cares?
There's no argument.
I don't care.
Do you have notes?
I do. Look at this. I have notes. Here.
Two full pages for the entire episode.
Boom.
Wow.
Notes. Hey. Who is that?
Obi-Wan.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, you're not going to need it, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You don't need that. Just
I don't want to do it again.
Just save it for later.
I don't want to do it again.
He's probably still going to try to read the whole page, though.
He's fighting Tipley.
Tipley?
Tipley.
What is a Tipley?
Tiplar's twin sister.
The one that got shot. The first victim of Order 66.
Yeah, the one that got shot right in the face. It's her sister. And she died in her next appearance.
Is it one of those numbered sisters like this?
No. She's not an Inquisitor.
She's a
Jedi.
She's a Jedi.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One of her boasts is that she's equally as powerful as her sister.
Her sister's dead.
Yeah, she got killed by a clone trooper at like point blank range.
So did 900,000 Jedi. Okay, chill.
Shut your face.
Okay.
Yeah, but she just like watched him walk up to her. He was one clone trooper.
To be fair, all of them just turned around and just like, hey, what y'all doing? And then they started opening fire, and then they put together something with off. Those were people on the High Council, Hayden. That was Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Ki-Adi-Mundi was flying a ship, so that doesn't count.
That's Plo Koon.
What was Ki-Adi-Mundi doing?
Get out. Megiddo, he was the bridge.
He was on the... he was,
come on!
That's pretty much exactly what happened.
This is last words.
He said, come on! And then he realized they weren't running anymore. And
those
said,
were
what's going on?
Dude, those were the Space Marines, too.
Yeah.
He had no chance.
Oh, yeah. They're better.
Thanks.
Than the troopers.
Plo
Koon was flying. He had a chance, I feel like. Jedi could easily have outflown a clone trooper.
Nah, he was just taken by surprise.
Much like all of them. That's the main reason this even was... Anyways. We're here to talk about people, Aaron.
Victoria's a judge.
Yeah, I'm a judge.
I haven't said that.
You did say that.
Yeah.
Did I?
Also, they've been watching this entire time.
Yeah, they should know.
If they're new, okay?
We have a new addition to our thing today.
Repertoire.
I decided to break out one of the comics I had created.
Let's see how long it stays standing.
It's not going to be long.
It'll probably fall down.
Hayden has put up the densest thing in mankind to hold it up.
Man thing. A man thing pop weighs like 5,000 pounds.
It's me all there, except there's no worthiness involved.
He is swole AF.
None of us are worthy.
I'm worthy.
No.
Of Man Thing.
Man Thing just walks around in his own.
Man Thing, am I worthy of you?
No.
He nodded.
He doesn't like it when you do that.
Did you force him to nod?
Oh, okay. I would like to remind the viewers at home, Man Thing doesn't actually have thoughts for most of his comic book career. He's just an animal.
No thoughts, just vibe.
Yeah, he's just vibing. He just like he goes around and he's like if he feels like sadness, he doesn't like it. It's a bad feeling, and then he destroys it with fire.
Okay.
He does not use fire.
Yes, he does.
He does not.
He spontaneously combusts people.
That was a whole different season. Move on.
He wasn't even in that season. It was Swamp Thing who made it to the final.
That is very true.
You need to chill.
No.
Can we get on with this, please?
Please.
Let's go with the quickest one here. Let's go with Obi-Wan.
We've already started?
Yeah, Obi-Wan versus Tipley. Hayden, who are you representing?
Tiplar's twin sister. Tipley. She had 2 appearances. In the first one, she watched her sister get shot in the face, and in the second one, she decided to duel Dooku and lost.
Actually, that's part of the feats I have for Dooku, which is next matchup. Quite literally, he literally pulled her, like he used force pull and like pulled her to him. He used force pull, pulled her to him, and then impaled her with his lightsaber.
Oh, she got nice hair. Or
It's like moving around
like,
too.
yeah.
It's like flowing.
It's constantly like, you know how hair looks underwater, like floating around. It constantly looks like that.
I've never seen my hair underwater.
No, you look at other people's.
What do you think now, Aaron? Say something. Say something.
This is a clean podcast.
Since when? Since we came onto YouTube. Last season it was not clean.
It was not now.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
I have one feat Hayden didn't even talk about. One thing I admire Tip Lee about. She watched her sister get murdered in the face. And then...
Wait, is that
What
what
a
you
weird,
admire?
what a weird way to
No.
say that.
No.
Good
But then
for her.
Then they put Tup into... they had Tup in like a little supply closet as a holding cell. And then his chip malfunctioned again and he tried to like body slam her. And she just casually like lifted him and softly set him back down. And while they were discussing what to do with Tup, she never showed any sort of hatred, any sort of desire to take revenge. Even though her twin sister died right in front of her, she stuck to the Jedi code like Obi-Wan.
I have something to say about that.
Yeah.
I'm done defending Tipley. Okay. That's what a Jedi does. That's what she's supposed to do.
Yeah, but you know it's not easy. Look at all of
She's
the main
not
characters.
Anakin, Aaron.
Look at all of the main characters.
She's not Anakin. She doesn't have main character
Ahsoka.
syndrome. She has to do what she has to do.
Ahsoka.
She has to do what she has to do.
She was calm. She was perfectly like a Jedi.
And you have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Can we
I
make
have
it quick?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Please make it quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got places to be, man.
This guy is literally the best duelist
She
in the
does.
galaxy. And despite his best friend being turning to the dark side, the woman he loves getting murdered right in front of him, his master getting murdered right in front of him, his...
Were this by the same person? Who killed Satine? Who? Aaron?
Maul, Hayden.
Yeah, so it was by the same person. That was a simple question. Jesus.
How far you've fallen.
Aaron, he's next.
Anyway.
Tension.
Building. I'm sweating right now.
How are you sweating?
You see these pants? They're thick.
I'm in a sweatshirt.
I'm in sweatpants. They thick.
So your legs are sweating?
Mhm.
You're one of those
It's
leg
so weird.
sweaters?
Do your leg not
And
sweat?
his...
No.
And...
Aaron, do your legs sweat?
And his best friend's Padawan was barred from the Jedi Order, which he was part of the decision, and he totally voted against it. All of that happened, and he still stayed on the dark side, and he murdered Maul within 3 hits. That is all.
Second time.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Not second time.
Alright, the second
Second time he got
like
tag teamed by Savage and Maul.
The second time that Obi-Wan cut Maul in some way, it was he killed him.
Did he cut his foot off? Falush? Not Falush.
Alright, do you have a verdict?
Oh, wait, you're not gonna let him finish his
no,
thought?
Look, wait. Now is your time. You have to jump in. Take what you know about Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then render a verdict.
Okay, obviously Obi wins.
Alright, moving on.
But I was just gonna let Aaron at least finish thinking.
No.
The pirates. Where's Hondo's like base? There's that planet.
You are
called-
asking the wrong person.
Obviously.
I just asked who killed Satine, Aaron.
He's not
and you
even
looked
an
at me like I was
expert
an idiot.
anymore. He doesn't
Me?
even have grounds to be here. Yeah.
What is your grounds to be here?
I'm a judge. I don't need to know things.
Yes, you do.
Nah.
Flora.
You're supposed to tell me the things.
Flora. Did he
Okay.
cut his foot off at Flora? I think he got shot in the foot and it fell off. He did cut off Savage's entire arm, though.
Savage is not Maul.
Huh?
Savage is not Maul.
You know what I mean. So,
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go next?
I think we should go with Dooku versus IG-11.
So I get my 2 losses out of the way?
Yeah.
What a douche.
Hey, then my two,
Ah.
then my other two are not favored. Okay. So you want to go
I
first?
have 4 lightsabers in the next 2. That's nice. Oh, I have IG-11 from The Mandalorian.
What is that?
It's the one, the assassin droid from Mandalorian.
Oh, wait, didn't we do one of this?
No, that
Tiger
yeah,
Waititi.
it's IG-88.
So this is just.
It's a different one.
Yeah.
Like same-
IG-88 was in Empire Strikes Back. IG-11 was in The Mandalorian.
Season 1.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
my.
Do they have the same functions?
Yes.
Yeah. They're both bounty assassin droids.
Okay, move on.
It's to you, Aaron. He was reprogrammed to be a nurse droid, which was cool.
Now shut up.
He sacrificed himself to save Grogu and the
Slammed a stormtrooper's
he
head into a
sacrificed
speeder bike.
himself- He sacrificed himself to save Grogu and the rest of the team.
Okay, I'll
So
take
he's a
that.
cool guy.
I'll take that because Grogu was involved.
And he was voiced by Taika Waititi.
No, I don't care about that. Move on.
I take that. No, my guy was played by Christopher Lee, though, who is possibly the
Saruman.
coolest person in life.
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
For one
Dude,
thing,
you should just talk about him. Don't even talk about Dooku.
For one thing, he
Wait,
saw.
hold on. Can Dooku block blaster shots?
I actually have. There's one instance of he doesn't typically go into the fray of battles where he would need to, and his lightsaber form doesn't favor it. But when against the Pikes, when there was 20 Pikes on either side of him, and then Anakin and Obi-Wan on one of those sides together, and they all started shooting at him at the same time, he blocked every single one and was able to outmaneuver all of them until they were all on the ground.
All right. So Christopher Lee.
One, he saw the last guillotine execution.
In person.
Yeah, in person. That's
I have
one.
a question.
Yes.
Are we talking about Christopher Lee or are we talking about Dooku?
The last thing I
You
just said.
The Pike thing with the shooting and stuff, that was Dooku.
Okay.
Now
The
we're
Pikes
talking
are
about
the Pikes
Christopher
are a gang syndicate.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Like they're on par with the Hutts. They're connected. Do you remember Dryden Voss and Solo? Paul Bettany? They're connected.
You do.
They're connected to the Pikes through Maul.
Oh, okay.
The Kessel run and like all of the cave systems and stuff.
They
Like, through the
ran
Kessel
that,
Run.
right? That was their...
Yeah, the Pikes were controlling.
Because that was
the
why
place.
Dryden Voss was like, I don't want to do this because...
Yeah,
have
because then we
a
can.
lose peace with the
The
Pikes.
Pikes have a fragile alliance.
Yeah, we have a fragile alliance with the Pikes.
Yeah. So the bad guys, they all have like they have a helmet most of the time.
They weird.
Also, in the beginning of that movie, Han and Kira were owned by the Pikes.
Oh,
So that's the Pikes.
That's there's also a thing where he can control the he can telekinetically control somebody's hand, not telepathy to make them do it like he used because they're still conscious of what they're doing. But he can control their hand down to the point where he can control each individual finger. And he used it several times. He used so that a pirate, while choking a pirate, the pirate reached for his blaster, pulled it out, and shot his friend. And he used it on Padme Amidala. And like someone who's versed with Force users and is not of weak will. He used it to make her shoot a separatist senator.
Weird, dude.
She has a will, her will. Okay.
I don't want to talk about her. I don't.
Victoria's not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
Either way, I'm pointing out here that he can control he can telekinetically control with so much finesse that he can control individual fingers. So it can control where they shoot. And also, to remind, IG-11 has a self-destruct function.
Christopher Lee.
He was also in the Special Forces.
Yes. Tell me about the stabbing thing.
Oh, in the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, who's are you presenting him or is he presenting?
Christopher Lee.
we're talking about Christopher Lee.
We're
right
just
now.
talking back and forth about Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee's a great guy.
Yeah. Like,
Super cool guy.
great.
Okay.
And they were talking about Saruman's death in Lord of the Rings, and he wanted whenever he got like stabbed or impaled, depending on which version of the movie you watch. Whenever Saruman got stabbed or impaled,
When did we get to Lord of the Rings?
It's part of
Christopher
the
Lee
story.
was in Lord of the
Yes,
Rings.
he was Saruman. The White Wizard.
Yeah. At Isengard.
So
It's okay.
He said he said for him to like scream out like it's a Shakespeare play, and Christopher Lee's yeah,
like that.
and Christopher Lee said that due to his experience in the special forces, said that's not how it sounds whenever someone gets stabbed, and it sounds like all of the air in their lung rushes out, and then he like demonstrated that sound, and then that's what they put in the movie.
Wouldn't he also like engage to be married to like
Royalty, yeah.
Yeah.
And the king of that country approved it, and personally wanted him to be part of it.
Cool dude.
He also played Dracula.
Cool dude.
Oh yeah, that's just to name a few.
Do you have a winner?
Do you need more about Count Dooku and ID-11?
Oh, we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
The guy who plays Dooku is who we were talking about.
That's Christopher Lee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm finally caught up.
Do you need us to actually
Yeah,
talk
do you-
about
do you have
Dooku and
anything?
IG-11?
No,
need
it's
to know.
okay.
Okay.
Christopher Lee wins.
Christopher Lee.
Got it.
That's what I'm going to write on the pen.
I'm
not gonna write
keep him up
Count
as
Dooku, I'm just
Christopher
gonna
Lee.
Christopher Lee.
So,
Yeah. Oh, you're right here. I'm going to do it right now.
Why do we have to wait for you?
this can be edited. Chrissy Lee.
All right, who we got next? What?
That's a whole different person.
Who do we have next?
Do you want to do Maul and Tara Sanube or Satele Shan versus Taron Malikos?
It don't really matter to me. I'm going to win both of them. So.
Tara Sanube versus Maul, it is.
Boom.
So,
I like talking about Satella Shawn more anyways.
Tara Sanube. He first showed up in Grievous Intrigue, and then he was especially focused in Lightsaber Lost in the Clone Wars. During the High Republic, he was in charge of the outpost on Dara, and he was put in charge of Porter Engle, who was a legend at the time, known as the Blade of Bardota. Hayden can attest to how powerful Porter Engle was, and Tara Sanube was placed in charge of him.
Cool dude. Angle. Not Sanube, but Angle.
Sanube is cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on now.
Angle was just as respected. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but he was just as respected as Yoda.
Yeah. And Tara
Jedi
Sanube
Order.
was in charge of him.
Yeah. Continue.
Before the Phantom Menace, he was in charge of the Hawkback clan, which is a youngling clan that they put on before they undergo the trials to get a lightsaber crystal.
Wait, is he one of the characters that crosses from the High Republic into the
He was in the Clone Wars.
Clone Wars?
Yeah. And then he showed up in the Rising Storm.
Yeah, so he is old.
Yeah, he's like
What species is he?
he's Kazian. He's the only Kazian that shows.
Means nothing to me.
Yeah, I don't know what their biological.
What?
Let me see your phone.
I don't know
You
how
don't
long
have
they
your
live.
own phone?
It's.
Oh.
I don't know how many times.
Yeah. While he was in charge of the Hogback clan, he was in charge of both Sifo Dyas and Count Dooku. But by the way, we don't know Count Dooku's first name. And that it bothered
It's
me.
Count.
It's
No, it is not.
Isn't it just Dooku?
It's just Dooku. That's all they ever say.
Yeah, it's just Dooku.
Aaron, how do you spell this person's name?
Know how the Terra? Did you use one R? Sin? Is it like Sin? UBE. So, and he was on the Jedi High Council for a time.
No.
She don't like that.
No!
That one was a bad computer generated image of him. All right.
Why does he look like he ain't got no bones?
He old.
He's really old. Okay.
Wait, there's a picture of him using lightsaber.
Wait, no, go back. Go back. That one. I want
Yeah,
that one.
that does not show up in any canon. That is like the Yoda on ketamine.
That was a really bad like they photoshopped the lightsaber in there. Like
It's super blue too. It's the wrong color.
very blue. He's obviously green apertures. Does he have a white lightsaber?
Shut up. He was on the High Council for a time, but then stepped down because he didn't want to.
He stepped down because he couldn't be bothered.
Yeah. He stayed on Coruscant for most of his life and became the foremost expert on Coruscant underworld and crime. And later he helped Ahsoka track down her lightsabers, and that's the most we see of him.
Bro, he's like 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
He's 6 feet tall, and
he walks around in a cane. Is that while he hunched over?
How tall he would be if his neck worked. Yeah.
Well, his species is like a bird, so they have to hold their necks.
That's why he had like a
punch
beak.
like that.
Yeah, beak.
Yeah, he got like a beak.
Yeah, he got a beak.
It didn't look.
He's a master in lightsaber form 1. Because he couldn't be bothered. He didn't think it was necessary to learn the others.
So he just isn't bothered.
I wonder what he was like when he was young.
It doesn't matter. I'll get to his personality here in a second.
Oh, man's got a personality.
Because it plays into this, especially with Maul.
He liked them crime lords, right?
His lightsaber on Wikipedia is described as light blue.
Oh.
That is a big lie. I have a big problem with that. That thing is obviously white.
Wikipedia has made it.
It is super obvious that it is white.
Well, I mean,
that thing is not light blue.
Is this racially motivated?
What?
He's a bird.
Which also means he went through the lightsaber healing process, which is notable feat in itself.
Can he fly?
No. He doesn't have wings.
He's not that.
He's a flightless bird.
Yeah.
He's a flightless bird lizard, Hayden.
My favorite kind of flightless bird.
That's just
the lizard kind.
That's not a good match.
Flightless bird lizard?
Yeah.
He also
Why not?
he disarmed a highly trained acrobatic criminal.
Wow.
In less than 2 seconds.
As an old man?
Yeah. He did that in the Clone Wars.
Wow.
Yeah. So his personality.
Sorry, I'll try to.
He is the antithesis of rash.
Wow.
Shut up.
I'm about to do something rash.
I have a question.
No.
How do you spell antithesis?
Antithesis.
Alright.
He is the complete opposite or antithesis of rashness. He moves like it's the whole thing
it's
of.
not spelled antithesis.
He move. It's like
I'm the one drinking. I don't understand.
I'm just want to see how mad I can make him.
I just want to get through this. I just want to finish.
But he has. Is that them? Is that them?
That's it. I have this much.
He's got like this much. Wait, hold on. Wait, this much.
I have like an Excel spreadsheet on the paper. So he is. It's like the tortoise and the hare with him. He's the tortoise. He's always gonna. He wins and he succeeds in everything because he moves super slowly and is super persistent.
It barely looks like a beak.
It is a beak.
It is a beak,
right?
It is a beak.
Where's the point? I don't see.
He don't got no feathers either.
Pull it up again.
That's probably why he can't.
Why did you give him my phone? I could have just pulled it out.
Yeah, that's probably why he can't fly. He ain't got no feathers.
Yeah, but he moves exceptionally slow, and he acts like a gentle old man that walks around with a cane.
He acts like a gentle old man.
Until he whips out.
But he's secretly an evil man.
Yeah, his lightsaber is hidden in his cane, by the way.
That's a beak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beak.
His lightsaber is hidden in his cane, by the way.
Well, he got flows, though. Look at that. He got a nice flow for an old guy.
Aren't those his feathers?
No, he ain't got no feathers. Like I said, he got hair.
It's the closest you got.
Alright, so...
No, I'm not done.
At that point, he's like 250, 300 years old, so...
He misses absolutely nothing. And yes, 250 to 300 years old. He misses absolutely nothing in his analysis. Very observant. He's a very, very good detective.
Well, isn't he cool? Isn't he cool, man?
And also he does this in duels, as you can infer. He thinks ahead constantly, and he puts everything together so that he only has to use a couple sure moves. And it's shown that he is especially good at predicting people when they are acting rashly. He's
about to whip them.
This one's the important part.
Yeah.
He's especially good at predicting people when they are rash. What is Maul?
Rash.
Maul is extremely rash. So Terrace Danube is you can read him like a
Terrace Danube is old AF.
You can read him like a book.
Old. Book. Slow. You literally called him slow earlier.
He's slow because he notices everything, and then he only has to use like 2 moves.
I think he's also slow because he's like
he's not
a
Obi-Wan,
turtle.
Okay?
He is. He's
not
the Obi-Wan of course.
He's not Obi-Wan. How dare you? That's slander against Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I will not stand for it.
Dude, the dude is a character trope in movies
Old
of like the
wise
the old master that's better than everybody. You think they he's Yoda in Empire Strikes Back.
You know who was that in the Phantom Menace?
Nobody.
Exactly. You know who the best fighter in the Phantom Menace was?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No. Darth Maul.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So I have Darth Maul.
Obi-Wan Kenobi didn't get cut in half in that movie.
Oh.
Obi-Wan Kenobi almost got like pushed down that trash chute.
What happened immediately after that?
He broke a Jedi code by using somebody else's
And
lightsaber.
then he cut a man in half.
He was surprised.
Okay.
I don't
Did
care.
you know? Here's a fun fact for you. Those of you playing at home. That was not Qui-Gon was not the first Jedi that Maul killed.
I know.
You're not playing at home, Aaron.
What are they playing?
I live in this room.
Like bingo.
Why are they playing Bingo? Are you saying our demographic is old?
You have Terrace Danube out there.
It depends who wins this fight, I guess, doesn't it?
If you are old and you're watching our videos, though, we very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
We have
Thank
nothing
you.
against you.
Why are you awake?
They could be watching this in the morning.
Exactly.
It's late.
For us.
No.
They can watch it whenever they want.
It is not late. Aaron's not even 7.
You're right.
It's late for them.
You're an old person.
You are an old person.
I wake up at 6 in the morning on the weekends.
Talk about Maul.
Talk about Maul.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, but as I was saying, Qui-Gon was not the first Jedi that he even fought or killed. He actually killed a Jedi apprentice. He went out on his own and heard there was a Jedi apprentice that had been captured by some gangsters and was up for auction. And he went and rescued them and then killed them because he's a douchebag. But yeah, he was born on Dathomir, where Sidious found him and sensed his potential, and then took him as an apprentice. He was there with 2 brothers. He had 2 brothers. One of them later appeared, or they both appeared in the Clone Wars. One of them got killed, and then the other one got killed later on. Thank you, Aaron.
Yep.
He was trained and had his coming out party against Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
He came out?
Yeah.
Good for him, dude. That explains his obsession with Obi-Wan.
It's not anger.
Yeah, dude, there's more than anger there.
It's sexual rage.
Yeah.
Where he killed Qui-Gon and Jinn, and then, like we were talking about, got cut in half by Obi-Wan, and then fell down the thing, but didn't die. He lost his mind, lost his marbles, was just running around half a man, or half a Dathomirian.
You know, for those of y'all Percy Jackson fans out there, you know the Heroes of Olympus, Arachne?
Mm-mm.
He basically looked like that.
She's thinking. Remember that? Also, Spy Kids. There's the monkey and the spider monkey thing.
Isn't he painted red and black?
Yeah.
The Zabrak. Dude, I'm not completely
They're
sure.
tattoos,
This happened a
aren't
lot of times. There's a lot of tattoos, like Zabrak, that are off the planet, like tan and dark gray. Because they haven't been tattooed.
What is the tattoo exactly? Is it the red or is it the black?
I think it's the red. Because Savage and whatever the other dude's name is.
The other brother.
Yeah. It's another term for
Because they're brothers. Why is one of them yellow and the other one red?
Yeah, both of them are yellow
They're
and
just
then he's
different.
red.
You know, you're blonde.
Well,
he's
Maul's the only
brothers,
red one.
Yeah, Maul's the only red one. His brothers are yellow.
They went to his village
If you
and all of them
know
were yellow.
which one is the tattoo.
There have been several
Let us
retcons of
know.
Dathomirian tattoos, so.
Well, but
Maybe it's all tattoos.
you know what doesn't freaking help?
What?
The Sith, Twilight, that has Dathomirian
Talon?
tattoos? Yeah.
Yeah.
She has red and black.
Yeah, she also has red. She's the only other one that has red and black.
Oh.
Maybe it's just all a tattoo, like they dipped them at birth. They just tattooed
Well,
them at birth.
Calcin Dark is not. He's tan.
Yeah, I think that's.
Like
think that's
he
because
doesn't have any black. He doesn't
I
have
think
black
that's
or red
because
or yellow.
he grew up
Maybe
outside of
that's the
Dathomir.
original.
Like outside of Dathomir,
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
there
they
was. I saw a
tattooed.
picture of Darth Maul from the comic books when he was a child, and he was
Maybe
red
they
and black.
tattooed them then.
Yeah.
Like
they
if you're
tattooed
part of the Knight Brothers
Life is
culture,
hard,
you
man.
get tattooed. Dude, have you played Fallen Order? You
Life
know
is hard.
Dathomir
Those
sucks.
guys go hard.
They-
Dathomir is also a matriarchy,
Are
by
you
the
looking
way.
up what the tattoo is?
No, I'm looking at the third brother.
Oh, okay.
The one that Savage choked, and his last word was Savage.
Great guy. I'm just gonna go on because you know all of this stuff.
Feral, like a feral beast.
Yeah, he was the
Or-
wimpiest one.
What is that? Pharrell.
The singer,
Yes.
he was not happy.
No.
He was kind
Adam Savage and Pharrell.
He was kind of depresso.
He should have gotten
You got choked?
himself some espresso.
What's up with their naming? Their
They're all-
nomenclature is terrible.
It's Victus, Maul, Savage, Feral. Those are the ones I know off the top of my head.
Terrible names.
It's just a generic term for like wild, chaotic. Just general things.
Bad.
Yeah, Maul is just bad.
Bad. Unless you think mauling things is good. If you're a bear.
I don't even think bears think mauling things are good.
I think
Do
it's just a
bears
neutral
think?
thing.
Bears think.
They have feelings.
They're sentient.
Yeah, but do they think about mauling things? Are they like, oh, this made me
I think they
bad,
think about
like,
eating.
Maul it.
I'm a maul that.
I don't think.
I don't think they have Maul in their vocabulary.
Yeah, I don't
think
I
they
don't
just
think they have a vocabulary, Aaron.
They have a vocabulary. They have roar
Yeah.
and a variant of roar.
Yeah.
So the
Roar
reason he
variants.
survived is because his cut was cauterized, which is like what
It was,
lightsabers
It's
it
also-
was what?
It's also
Cauterized.
it's also
Okay,
a specific cut
It
that's
was
designed.
corduroy.
Yeah.
It's also a specific cut that's designed to keep the person alive.
Yeah, well, good thing for Obi-Wan, because he would have been, up until the Clone Wars, he was the first Jedi to kill a Sith in like 1,000 years or something like that.
Yeah.
But no.
Should have aimed for your
Who
neck
was the
instead.
next? Who was the next Sith to die? Dooku?
Are you full Sith? Full-time
Yeah,
Sith?
full Sith.
Yeah,
Full-time
Dooku.
Sith.
Yeah, because Ventress and Savage both died before that.
They
Were
were
they
Sith.
part-time Sith?
Yeah,
they
were
didn't
apprentices.
graduate Sith Academy.
Apprenticee.
Oh.
So it was actually Anakin was the first Jedi to kill a Sith in thousands of years.
Kill a Sith, yeah.
Kill.
Well,
And then-
no, it wasn't.
Then it
wait,
was Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Does it count? Because he was like, he wasn't Anakin, but he like was.
He still was
No,
Anakin.
he was Anakin at that point.
Yeah, he was still Anakin.
It was at the beginning of the third movie when he cut Dooku's head off.
Yeah.
Oh, we weren't talking about when he like killed what's his face with the Force lady.
Are you talking about throwing Palpatine
That-
into
Yeah.
the Death Star?
No.
No.
So Anakin's the only Jedi
To kill two
until
Sith?
Rey, who killed the Jedi or killed the Sith.
Well, there are a lot of people that kill Jedi.
Yeah.
No, he's the only Jedi. Anakin's the only Jedi until Rey.
To kill
a Sith.
full-time Sith?
Yes, because Maul wasn't a Sith when Obi-Wan killed
He
him.
was a refounded Sith.
Yeah, but he wasn't a Sith.
Sober.
Bro, he definitely was not sober.
He was sober on hatred.
Yeah, so that brings me to my next point. Part of the
more
reason he
points.
survived. I'm
Just because
right
he was so
here.
angry.
I have a little bit left to go,
This
okay?
is what happens when you interrupt
He
me
pulled
with
the
terms
he pulled the
and
Malgus and then just refused to die. And then that drove him mad until Savage found him. Savage! Found him in the trash. Literally, in the trash.
on a junk planet.
Yeah. He came back and became the ruler of Mandalore until Sidious came up and said, hey, stop doing that. And then
Embarrassed him.
And then him and Savage went toe-to-toe with Sidious for about 3 seconds.
And then Savage got murdered.
That was you.
I know it was.
That was so bad. How dare ye?
I'm
Yeah.
not sorry.
So Savage got murked by Sidious. And then Maul was like, ah, and ran away.
Oh no, he got put in prison, and the Mandalorians loyal to him broke him out of prison.
Anyways, and then he later became a crime boss after fighting and getting captured and fighting and getting captured.
Fought Ahsoka a couple times.
Yeah. They had a dope fight.
Oh, yeah.
On Mandalore.
He also showed in Rebels, he showed up on Warband. No, it was Korriban.
Actually, absolutely wasted some clone troopers without a lightsaber.
No,
During Order 66.
On Korriban, he killed 3 Inquisitors. No, he killed 2 Inquisitors.
Bro, they're Inquisitors.
Still, he showed up and just like, and they killed him.
He does do that.
And then the other one tried to fly away, and then his thing broke, and he fell like 300 feet and didn't catch himself.
Okay, so here's what I wrote down, and this was straight from Wikipedia. He is the embodiment of the Sith's need for revenge. Because he's, up until like, right when he got cut off, it was like, I'm gonna kill Obi-Wan. For years.
He turns around, sees Obi-Wan behind him, and just like, I'm gonna kill you.
And then falls down the thing.
I know how this is gonna go. I'm gonna kill you one of these days.
And then he never successfully defeated Obi-Wan in a fight, even with Savage there.
When he tried to take him with Savage got his arm cut off.
There's only like 4 characters that he couldn't defeat in a fight. And that was Sidious, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Dooku.
Kanan.
I didn't watch Rebels.
He got beat by Kanan right after Kanan went blind. He also was the one that blinded Kanan.
Oh, he also blinded him.
Yeah.
But then he got beat by the.
Yeah, then Kanan showed up later and then like beat Maul almost instantly.
Maul is thought of. This is also in my notes, so I just put my book down. This is my last point. Maul is kind of a callback to the Sith of the olden times of the Old Republic. He was the most thought to be by Sidious, which Sidious can be kind of short-sighted sometimes, as the most deadly and well-trained Sith in the Sith Order's history. So,
Bit of tooting his own horn there.
Yeah.
Just like, I trained the most
he
deadly
was,
Sith.
Yeah, I mean the problem
Definitely wasn't Malgus.
The problem with Maul is that he got so angry that, well, for one, being a Sith, that's good. You want to be angry. But not this angry,
you
dude.
want to do something with that.
Jesus!
Yeah.
He's just...
Have some aspirations,
He
my guy.
takes that anger out by screaming Kenobi's name.
Kenobi! Yeah, but then he just, like, takes over weaker people, and then the Jedi have to show up and be like, hey, could you not? We killed you once already. And then he's like, no! And runs away.
My plans are not over yet. And then he runs away.
And then he decided to try Obi-Wan, who is now old and with beard. He's like, one more time, I'm gonna get him this time. And then he showed up, and then 3 moves later, he's in half again. But again,
Obi-Wan is the best duelist.
But he's cut in half the correct way this time.
Quartered.
Yeah. And then he dies. And then his final words, his death words, were, is he the chosen one? Talking about Luke.
Yes.
And Obi-Wan said,
yes.
And then Darth Maul said, then avenge us.
He will avenge us.
He will avenge us both.
He will avenge us.
Yeah. That means basically he's going to kill Sidious. Pretty much.
Yeah. There's also part of that analysis is that Obi-Wan clearly doesn't, like, yeah, whatever. Like, that's Maul's plans for Luke, and Obi-Wan's plans for Luke is to reignite that Jedi
Wasn't
Order.
that right before?
It was a couple months before A New Hope.
Yeah, so I mean, we got Maul, very long-lived character, a lot of deep stuff here. Great duelist, very powerful with the Force. Crazy dude, drug lord. Can't beat Obi-Wan to save his freaking life.
The one time he got close, Ventress just showed up.
He thinks very highly of himself.
It's a Sith quality.
He's definitely most old Republic of the Sith that you've seen in the movies.
Yeah.
He's really like sure of himself, and like it backfires on him. So that's Darth Maul. And Victoria,
Yes.
do you have anything you'd like to say?
I don't have any questions.
Do you have a verdict?
Yeah.
And who is the verdict?
My money's on Grandpa.
Grandpa?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
I think he would win.
You think Grandpa would win?
Yeah.
Why?
Give me one reason why.
Because he helps Ahsoka. That's it. That's my reason. Yeah.
Aaron?
He taught Ahsoka things.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with him fighting Darth Maul.
But Aaron said that he was like basically the Yoda of
No,
a different
no.
era.
Yoda was in that era. Okay. Yoda was in both of those eras.
But you basically said that he's like a child just running around, and then the Jedi always have to go and put
Really
him back
deadly
in place.
child.
He's very deadly. He kills a lot of beings. He used to hunt Rathars for fun.
But he doesn't sound like
Without
he's
a
very,
lightsaber.
Like, calculating.
He hunted Jedi for his fun.
He gets to where like later in his career he becomes calculating.
I mean,
Like,
he
runs
managed. He
But
managed
you
like
also
five
even
crime.
said
He
that, like-
managed five crime syndicates for like 15 years.
Yeah.
But you guys keep saying that, like, even though he's like defeating people, he's defeating like lower level people, not like good people.
He's hiding in the shadows mostly. He doesn't.
Okay, I will say that every time he fights somebody
Who's a main character?
who's a main character, he doesn't win usually.
So then why would he win?
Well, this guy's not a main character.
But he's not bad.
What? How old is Tara Sanuke?
300s.
No,
at least.
in this fight.
The only one we actually know about him from was when he's in his 300 to 400s.
So he's slow.
But slow doesn't mean bad.
It does when you're fighting a guy who's like got two lightsabers.
But you
Extremely
just said-
notably fast.
But you totally just said that he fought Obi-Wan when he was old. And still
Yeah, but
lost.
Maul was also old.
Obi-Wan also knows.
And Obi-Wan had fought him so many times.
Obi-Wan's
Okay.
also a notable
Fine.
duelist.
If you guys really want him to win, but I don't think he's
I
gonna
would,
last
yeah, I
very
would
long.
be fine because next time he'll probably have to fight Plo Koon.
He's probably gonna die soon anyway.
Plo Koon was a main character at least once or twice, so Darth Maul is his days are numbered.
Okay, fine.
There is
He
no
can move
there is
on.
no actual proof Tara Sanuke knew how to duel.
He used a lightsaber once in
Yeah.
the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
I don't know against who.
It was a criminal.
Yeah, see,
Okay, fine.
Darth
I
Maul.
never held a lightsaber.
He obviously held on.
Aaron, you got one more. Finish it out. Let's go.
Terran Malicus. This one's the closest one, right?
I'm the Grand Master of the Jedi Order.
I have
me right
Terran
now?
I have the head of the Night Brothers.
Shut up.
Leave it alone.
Terran Malicus.
Mm.
He's from Fallen Order. He was a renowned Jedi general during the Clone Wars. He survived Order 66 and crashed his ship on Dathomir.
This is the crazy dude
Yeah.
that didn't wear a shirt.
He was
Needs to wear a
shredded
shirt.
He's shredded for a dude in his 60s.
Then he got
Have you ever
armor.
seen that painting, Death of Socrates?
Maybe.
Dude, like Socrates is there and he, like the toga doesn't cover. It's like down to like his lower abdomen. And he's
Pretty
like
sure Socrates
shredded.
Was kind of a fat guy.
Yeah, he was. But like in that painting, Socrates was like in his 70s and like shredded.
Well, maybe he like turned.
Looked
it
like
around.
he did lifts every day.
Maybe he turned it around later in
He
his
was in
life.
prison.
He got prison fit. What are you gonna
Like
do? All the
Uncle
way except for,
Iroh?
like- yes, dude, he is Uncle Iroh.
Dude, Socrates wasn't going
This,
to
you
war.
know what? Actually, the guy you're just talking about right now,
He is Uncle Iroh.
he is Uncle Iroh.
He looks like buff Uncle Iroh.
Yes,
That was a good
Uncle
scene.
Iroh,
Uncle
that-
Iroh.
Uncle Iroh, thick as hell.
Yeah.
Man got thick.
You got real thick.
If I could have his tea, I could die peacefully. The Jasmine Dragon tea.
I bet it was bomb.
Oh yeah, dude, you know
It
it is.
sounded bomb.
Dude, everyone in
Okay,
that city
it-
loved it.
It was either really bomb or it just tastes like dirt. There's no in between.
Uncle Iroh told you that.
They're usually, in my experience with tea, there isn't really an in-between.
It's because you haven't had Uncle Iroh's. Dude, Uncle Iroh opened his shop and then that thing was like full crowd all the time.
Yeah, because he don't play.
Yeah.
Does
He
anyone
knows how
else
to
hear
do
that ice cream machine?
Yes.
Okay.
They remain creepy to me.
Yeah.
Ice cream thingies.
Yeah.
It's just weird now.
It is weird. I'm not really on ice cream.
No, I don't want ice cream. I have cheaper ice cream. But if you drive an ice cream truck, I support small businesses. Just
Don't kill children.
yeah, please don't do that.
We trust you.
Please.
Anyway, Terra Malicos crashed the ship on Dathomir, and then Dathomir is uniquely dark side aligned, so over the years it corrupted him. And then we talked about Victus earlier, the leader of the Night Brothers during the Clone Wars and father of Savage and Maul. It's very unclear, and I'm just gonna assume that. And then the Night Brothers found him and pulled him out of the crash, and then brought him before Victus. And then Terran Malicos murdered Victus in a fight.
Yeah.
The head of the Night Brothers.
Well, he was also like a Jedi.
Yeah, either way. He also just came out of a crashed ship after having his best friends try to murder him.
Yeah, so he's like mentally ready. He's got the adrenaline flowing.
Anyway, so he took over, by defeating him in combat, he took over the Night Brothers, rightfully. And then he ruled them with an iron fist, and there were no Night Sisters there during the time except for Marin, because they all got killed by Grievous.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Later on,
Big.
yeah. Later on in Fallen Order, he tried to turn Cal Kestis to the dark side.
Didn't work.
And obviously it didn't work, because have you ever seen any sort of Star Wars media? And then when Cal returned, he fought both Cal and Marin at the same time, and then was buried alive in solid stone by Marin. By use of magic.
And he died, right?
He's buried alive in solid stone. I'm hoping he's dead.
Okay.
Well, he's not Malgus, so.
Yeah. He's probably suffocated by now.
Good.
Oh.
His lightsaber form is unknown. Nobody.
What
they
is
don't
the
say
form
it.
where you throw your lightsaber around?
A lot of them. Yeah, he is very well formed in Jarkai, which is using 2 lightsabers.
But he doesn't have.
Hey, that's cool.
But
But he doesn't have lightsabers.
he do. Yeah, he has his 2 lightsabers.
They're red.
Yeah, 2 red lightsabers.
No, you said he doesn't. There's no lightsaber form.
Form. Like we don't know what form he uses.
Yeah, because it's a video game.
And they never said it in the video game.
Okay.
Like what of the 1 through 7 form.
So they gave him 2 lightsabers, but they didn't bother telling you how he uses them.
Yeah,
That's
he
only
throws
really.
them at you.
That's really just a Night of the Old Republic thing. They just kind of carry it over time.
Okay.
The 2 lightsabers?
No, the lightsaber forms.
Oh.
It's not used universally. Most of the time, we just kind of make it up and kind of estimate. Like I think he's a mixture of 4 and 5. I think he's especially Form 4 because he's very acrobatic. He uses the Force a lot, and he uses very rapid attacks. Yeah. So he has the typical Force powers that you all have. He has the most clear. He has.
That you all
He has the most clear use of the Force aura from Knights of the Old Republic that I have ever seen. Because they have that whole thing where it's on. Force users don't get affected by the Force as much because they have like a defense of an aura around them that's described in Knights of the Old Republic, and it like protects them like a bubble. Anytime you try to use the Force on Terran Malicos, he just kind of puts his hands up, and it literally goes around him like a bubble. You can see it go around him.
That's why you gotta slash him with a lightsaber.
Yeah, you have to get up close with him. Or rather, you can't get up close with him because it will just casually block it. You have to catch him off guard and
like
run his
fighting,
stamina down.
It's like a punch out.
Yeah. But it's like I just think that's a cool thing. Is the like most clear sense of Force aura that I've seen. Yeah. He would have beaten Cal Kestis in that duel if it was not for Marin.
And you weren't the one playing as Cal Kestis.
No, he like put him on the ground, and then he was about to kill him. Then Marin showed up and threw a ball of green light at him.
Maybe for you, but I never got on the ground, Aaron.
It's because you kept dying.
Shut up, Aaron. You know what?
He killed Lucas, leader of the Night Brothers. That's not a small feat. He was the leader of the Night Brothers with Maul and Savage there. Okay. During the fight, he telekinetically ripped several large boulders out of the ground and then threw them after holding them over his head, threw them at you. And he did that several times during the fight, so his telekinesis is enough to lift solid stone out of the ground.
Can he stop a lightsaber with his hand?
Okay.
Can he stop a lightsaber with his hand?
He was able, several times he was able to overwhelm Cal with the Force and throw him. Okay, he's especially adept at throwing his lightsabers, as Hayden's has mentioned before, and he can, even just as a taunt, he just kind of spins it around like it's in space with no gravity and all that. He has a lot of very special moves that have a lot of power behind them, like that one where he throws lightsabers successfully and then does the front flip down onto you.
I remember.
Yeah, he has a lot of. So basically, my point here. His telekinesis is no joke. He's very aggressive in his attacks, and he's really good at lightsaber throws. He's also a renowned tactician when he was a Jedi. That's all.
We'll go now.
Okay.
Satella.
Satella Shan. She is a descendant of both Revan and Bastila Shan, the two of the most powerful Jedi of their era.
She is?
Yep.
Okay.
You didn't know that? She's a human female, eventual Grand Master of the Jedi Order. So it's like Yoda before Yoda. She had kind of like a personal vendetta with Malgus. They just happen to be the best
Nemesis.
Sith. Yeah, best Sith and best Jedi at the same time. And she was able actually to defeat Malgus, which was very hard to do, as we've been over, by dropping a mountain on him.
Oh, that's fun.
On Alderaan.
On Alderaan, yes. She was trained by multiple masters, but her second master was Khao Sindarik, who was the Jedi Battle Master, which is a dope title. He basically is the guy who teaches all the other Jedi how to fight.
He's an expert in all of the forms.
Yeah, so I would like to point this out. She's Dark Horse material to make deep run in the tournament.
Oh, not like Dark Horse comics.
No, she's Dark Horse material because... I mean, she may have been in Dark Horse comics because they made Star Wars for a while.
Yeah.
It's Marvel. But people, the Jedi and the Sith from this era, from the Old Republic, were very good lightsaber duelists. Because they were fighting each other constantly, so they had to be really good with the lightsaber forms.
Or you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Or you die. But on top of that, I'm just going to jump down to her Force abilities that she was good at. She is extremely strong in telekinesis. She dropped a freaking mountain on a Sith. Like a mountain. Okay. Here's the coolest power that a Jedi can have. She was also well versed enough in 2 to minus to Malgus tried to stab her during that fight before the mountain thing, and she stopped it with the palm of her hand.
Are you talking like Father on Mortis?
Yes.
Or just
yes.
Or like Kylo Ren and Rey.
Not like no, like it was
skin contact.
Lightsaber to hand, and it was just like that. Okay.
You know how baller that guy? You know how baller that's gotta be in the real world? If someone shoves a broadsword at you, you just catch it on the point.
Exactly. Okay, and then she was actually blast doors are no joke, right? And blast doors are
They're meant to stop space and explosions.
Phantom Menace that kept closing on Qui-Gon lightsaber.
The 4 blast doors.
Yeah, it was like right on his lightsaber. She turned that into she went full Dr. Manhattan and just disintegrated one of those. with the Force, she just like touched it and it was just like that. She is adept in foresight, telepathy, and battle meditation.
Talking like Nomi Sunrider battle?
Yes, yes.
Dude, I've literally pulled up Nomi Sunrider and I'm just like, this is basically that.
Yeah, so she's very good at battle meditation. So this is the best part. This is the best thing that she's done. So Revan came back. You remember that part?
His ghost, yeah.
Yeah. And he was a ghost.
Or the light side ghost or like the dark side
Dark side.
one that didn't want to die?
That one.
Okay.
And she helped to defeat him by not fighting, but basically acting as a battery for all of the Jedi and Sith that fought against the Revan. The half of Revan, the dark side Revan. She used battle meditation to power everybody else that was fighting him.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and she was also had foresight enough to make an alliance with the Sith.
By the way, if you don't
To
know what
fight,
battle meditation is, please check out our Nomi Sunrider episode.
It was like 2 episodes ago.
I discuss it as best as I can.
Yeah. She formed an alliance with the Sith because our old friends Arcan and Thexan showed up.
Oh yeah, the Eternal Empire.
Yeah, so she was that point with the when the Eternal Empire showed up.
Things got really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop you there
What?
because there's no way she's not coming back.
Hold on. She's was taught and mastered fighting with both 1 and 2 lightsabers.
That's really cool. Okay. I'm glad
I want to
you're
see her
Yeah.
fight Nomi.
You might.
able-
Where is she? She's right there.
Oh,
Look who's above her. It's
Thexan.
already there. Thexan.
yeah.
And then above that,
Sunrider.
above that,
Arcan, yeah.
Arcan. So she's on the like in the next round.
Nomi's over there.
She might have to fight probably Darth Krayt. Who's Darth Krayt?
The Tusken Raider Sith.
She'll have to beat Darth Krayt, and then probably
Or Savage Opress.
shut up.
No.
No way. There's no
I
way.
said what I said.
Oh my god. So she'll have to beat Darth Krayt, and then she's got Thexan and Arcan back to back. So
That'll be interesting.
if she beats Thexan,
I'm putting out
We'll
hypotheticals.
see what happens.
Thexan is the one that died, right?
We don't
Yeah.
know. Okay.
Yeah. So Thexan is the one who's died. We got it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And that's
Oh,
also
yeah.
assuming Arcan gets to that point.
Darth Sion.
I feel like Bosk and Sabine are the best chance of beating him. Because Darth and Dedu and Darth Sion aren't going to do anything. Depu Balapa might do something.
We'll see when
Well,
we get there.
we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Who do we have next week?
Feral Opress.
God.
We have Darth Sion versus Sora Bulk. The one I keep forgetting who he is.
We'll find out next week.
Darth, and I made this thing. I put all the characters on here. Darth Malik versus Bel Zettifar. Mace
Malik.
Windu,
Revan's right hand man.
yeah, and Bel Zettifar with Ember.
With
Yeah, Mace Windu versus the Ninth Sister, and Leia Organa versus Stas Ali.
alright. Not to look forward. Yeah.
Exciting.
Exciting. We will see you guys then.
Yeah.
Have a
Yes.
good week and weekend.
Why
Like,
are you
subscribe. Like, subscribe.
Tell us your favorite Christopher Lee thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
comment
leave
on the
a
video. I
comment
asked a
down
question earlier, but I don't remember what it was.
Answer him.
Answer me.
Let
my
him know what his
It was the
question
tattoo
was.
thing. It was the tattoo thing.
Oh yeah. If
Oh,
y'all know what the
yeah.
tattoo thing is, please
Yeah.
help.
Hell.
Yeah, because we don't know.
But yeah, that's about it. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.